Numero, Level 2, Introduction to Wildcards. In this video, we will revisit the first two golden rules of Numero. Rule 1, each turn play only one number card from your hand to do a take, a build, or a discard. Rule 2, when you build, you must have the answer in your hand in a single card. We'll also look at rule number 3, which is a wild card when played from your hand gives an extra turn. For the introduction of wildcards, we will only use level 2, which is subtraction. This is exactly the same way you would do it when introducing wildcards to your class, no matter what their ability. Always get them used to doing each of the levels until you know that they understand them. Okay, let's have a look at these rules now in a game. So we have the dealer and the non-dealer, 5 cards each. The dealer has arranged their cards from smallest to largest with a wild card at the end. The non-dealer has done the same, smallest to largest with a wild card. You may or you may not get a wild card in your hand when the game is dealt. The center of the table has a 13 and a 6, 2 cards as there are 2 people playing. So the game starts exactly the same way as level 1. So each turn, play only one number card from your hand to do a take, a build, or a discard. So the non-dealer gets to go first. They do not have a 13 or a 6 in their hand in one card, but they can use their wild card. If the non-dealer uses their wild card on top of the 13, they get an extra turn. When you play the wild card, you get an extra turn. So 13 take away 2 is 11. They have the 11, which they can then do a take. So their number card, rule number 1, each turn play only one number card from your hand to do a take, build, or discard. So we are going to do a take with that card. That's the start of their pile that they pop beside them, and then they would replenish their cards in their hand. So they had to pick up 2 as they use their wild card. Now it's the dealer's turn. The dealer does not have a 6 in their hand to do a take. If they use their wild card, they would get 6 minus 4, which is 2, which they also do not have. So they cannot do that this time. But they can do a build. So again, back to rule number 2. When you build, you must have the answer in your hand in a single card. So they're going to build 6 plus 4 is 10. Remember, they must show the 10 to their opponent when you make a build. Their go is over as they use their number card and they pick up from the deck. That's now a 10. Back to the non-dealer's turn. The non-dealer does not have a 10, but they can make a build. So on top of this build, they'll build their 2 to make a 12, and again showing the opponent that they have a 12 in their hand. Rule number 2. Pick up from their hand, from the deck, sorry, and pop their cards in order. Back now to the dealer. This is 12 on the table. What can the dealer do? So one number card from their hand. They don't have a 12. What they could do here, though, is they can use their minus 4 to go back to 8. So this was 12. Minus 4 is 8. They don't have an 8 in their hand, but it's still their go. Remember, they must have the answer in their hand when they're finished their go. At this stage, it's still their go when they use their wild. So they could build on that to make a 9. They have the 9, and they would show their opponent they have the 9 for their next turn. Again, they would pick up minus 3 and a 7, and it's now their non-dealer's turn. So again, this is all together now. It can't be separated. So the non-dealer, do they have a 9? They don't, but can they add to it to make a build? So 9. They could add a build, their 3 on top to make a 12. Show that they have a 12 and replenish their cards. There we go. That's now 12. What can the dealer do? So it's the dealer's turn. The dealer can come along and use their -3. 12 minus 3 is 9, where they have their 9, and they're going to do a take with that 9 in their hand. As you can see, the wild cards make the game far more interesting. Instead of just getting a 1 or a 2 card take, the dealer now has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 card take. And they get to take all of them and pop them beside them. And then pick up from the table. The game continues like this until one person has got no cards left. So it would be the non-dealer's turn. Again, he would have to discard now as there is no cards in the middle. He's looking for his number sentence. Does he have any number sentences that he can work towards? No, he doesn't. So his next option is any matching. He has no matching. So he's going to discard his low card, which is a 6. Pick up. The dealer's turn. The dealer is going to do a take. 6 take 6. Or, if the dealer wanted, the dealer could make a build. So instead of just doing 6 take 6 and playing it safe, the dealer might decide, well, to get more cards, I'm going to make a build. I'm going to do 6 plus 8 is 14. Show that I have the 14. And on the next turn, take it. Back to the non-dealer's turn. The non-dealer does not have a 14. It does not have any wild cards. And again would have to discard. The non-dealer may discard a low card of a 4 because looking for their number sentence, 4 plus 7 is 11. So they're working towards that. Discard their 4, pick up the remaining card. The non-dealer's turn, they would take the 14 with their 14. And the game would continue until all the cards were